Okay, what you're saying basically is that you don't like the fact that there are two central defenders that are small.
No, I just think Veltman is a mediocre player. And even though he coaches everybody, he should he should still like.
What's up, everyone? We talk Ajax. My name is Juan. We just saw the game of Ajax against PAOK, the return game, very important game. We're through 3-2. We're really, really relieved.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Exactly.
Papimento,
What's up?
thank you for being here.
Anytime.
So, what can we say?
Hard fought battle. I don't know. Like I didn't think it was easy. Ajax played okay, but you expect more from them.
Yeah.
And PAOK did well.
I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings, to be honest. I mean, of course, I'm very happy we're through. I'm even thinking, it's the beginning of the season. We shouldn't be too critical, but there are a lot of things that need to be repaired, especially on the midfield, I think.
I agree. I agree. It was... sometimes you just want to pull your hair out, like sometimes it was so bad, but other times like great play, interplay between the guys, and then you start enjoying the game again. But to be honest, it's a big difference between the Ajax from now and the Ajax last year.
Of course, but I don't think it's fair to talk about the Ajax of last year. So let's focus on what we have right now. What do you think? The first half was better or the second half was better?
To be honest, no difference. I think it was both had their ups and downs. There wasn't a half that was for PAOK or Ajax. Very sloppy. A lot of sloppy plays. I expected a little bit more brains, like you're ahead 2-2, they have to come. But still, Ajax goes for their Ajax play, so they want to play attacking football, but they took some risks today. And
but they always take risks. I mean, let's be honest.
3 penalties, man. 3 penalties. I'm just saying, like, we didn't create much ourselves, or we didn't even score a lot out of.
We didn't. Yeah, I know what you mean. We didn't create a lot of chances from the play itself. I agree with you on that one. So I was laughing today earlier before the game started because I was going through the Twitter account, and of course I saw your Twitter account.
Of course.
And you were already shouting you don't want Veltman to be in the starting 11. But honestly, I thought Veltman was decent today. Don't you agree?
No.
You don't agree?
No.
Why not?
Martinez had an amazing game, and he saved everybody in Ajax today. But if it wasn't for Martinez, did you really see Veltman doing anything?
I think you'll be a bit harsh, to be honest. But
did you see him do anything? Like, give me now one example of something he did, please.
I think he was decent. Honestly, I think he didn't make any mistakes. I think it also helps that Veltman has experience. I think that's the reason why Ten Hag puts him there. He has experience. It's different. If you don't have somebody who doesn't have experience,
he has experience, and still he gets outplayed by Martinez. That's just been here.
It's not being outplayed.
No, man. He defends 1 meter, like gives him room to play. And he can't jump. You have 2 small guys in the central defending positions. It's not a balanced team. It's weird to have that.
What would you suggest then?
Man, at least Schuurs is young, but he can develop. He can become a better player, but he's tall.
I understand, but Schuurs doesn't have the experience that Veltman has.
Which experience do you need? He wasn't even the best player. An experienced player would do no faults in the game.
I understand, but you don't see how much he coaches, how much he talks to other players. Schuurs is not at that level yet. Let's be honest about that.
At least you win headers.
Look,
you won't have corners where the defender just outjumps you. I don't know, man.
Okay, so what you're saying basically is that you don't like the fact that there are 2 central defenders that are small.
No, I just think Veltman is a mediocre player, and even though he coaches everybody, he should still like play his best game.
Would you?
And his best game is still mediocre.
Let me put it differently for the viewers. Would you start with Veltman?
No, never.
Okay, so what would be your 4 line of defense?
I think
players.
Tagliafico, Martinez. I haven't seen Alvarez play yet, but I think
Yeah, but that's not an option. How would you have started today?
Schuurs and then Mazraoui.
Even though Schuurs doesn't have that experience.
Yeah, even though.
And this is a very important match.
Even though, but you saw PAOK winning a lot of headers. A lot. And they were playing long balls. So you need somebody that just can win those duels.
Okay, so let's move on. First half. Let's go to the first goal. If you remember. The first goal for PAOK.
Yeah, sloppy from Blind, I think.
He didn't have the ball away.
Yeah, just
Very
give
well,
away
I
the
think.
corner, man. Why?
No, it wasn't a corner.
No, why don't you just head it
that's
away
what
to
you're
a
saying.
corner?
I understand.
I mean, you head it away to where your opposition stands, let him get the ball, and then just wait around, wait for the pass to come to the 16.
The problem is with that he was also out of position because he's used to play at the midfield, but because he was too much at the side of the pitch, and the ball was put in.
He's an experienced player. Blind, okay? He played at Manchester United. He played before at Ajax. He knows how to play, okay? And when he makes mistakes like that, you have to...
Well, actually, he didn't make only one mistake. Today, he wasn't really good. And I've been arguing together with the other panel members that I really think more and more, as the games progress from Ajax, Blind should not be the number 6. Even though Ten Hag said today that he thinks he's the strategist of the team, he thinks
he's a smart player.
And Ten Hag, by the way he was talking before the game, he really thinks Blind should take up the role of the holding midfielder position. What do you think about that?
Blind is amazing on the ball. Blind sucks off the ball. And you need a number 6 that also can do some interceptions, can run after the ball, can hold down the player. You don't see that from Blind. I mean, you need more than just a player that's good on the ball. I think that's an Ajax mistake that gets made a lot. Like, you're good on the ball, so you're the best player for that position. But it's not only that. You have to position yourself. And I know I'm not allowed to compare him to De Jong, but that was a guy that could walk. He would run into positions to intercept balls. He was in the back. He was in the front with attacks. So you need a versatile player that knows to do more than just good on the ball.
Yes. So the 1-1. Actually, we had 3 penalties today.
I don't think Onana could have done anything to that 1-1.
No,
to be honest.
That was the 1-0.
The 1-0. Yeah.
The 1-1 was actually our second penalty.
Yeah, of Tadic. He missed the first one and then he made the second one. Yeah, I already knew he was going through the middle. Felt that coming. Yeah, good. Still good that he took it.
Okay, I wanted to ask you. Do you agree with the player that misses a penalty? Do you agree that he needs to take the second one and even the third one?
Not every player, but Tadic, yes. He's also your captain, and you need to give him that confidence back.
Okay. So second half, let's go there. 1-1. And I think we started okay, but I saw something that worries me a lot, and that's it seems like we didn't learn from the mistakes from Spurs last season, because we were up 2-1 and even 3-1, and I saw free kicks and corner kicks, and all of our players were up front again, and sometimes the Greek players were counter-attacking, and there was only 1 or 2 defenders at the back. Why does this happen to us all the time?
I don't know. It's kind of naive. I mean, you have 2 very fast players in the back, Dest and Mazraoui, that are standing there. But still, like, at least have 4 players standing there. You're already in front. Just try to get to the end and don't put yourself in that position, you know? It's something the coach should tell their players. I mean,
objectively speaking, over 2 legs, do you think Ajax deserves to go through?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. I mean, when they were playing away in Greece, they were the better team, but they didn't score more than 2, and they drew the game. And today, They got lucky with 3 penalties, to be honest. This was a more equal game, in my opinion.
Let me go over your player ratings. I'm very curious, actually. So the lowest rating I see here is Ten Hag, which you gave it 2. Why is that?
First of all, he didn't take Dolberg with him on the bench.
Dolberg was actually not in the
he was in the stands, man. I mean, what the fuck? He's. I'm sorry for my words, but he's the young striker that you need to build up. Okay, you're not gonna choose a guy that's 36 years old over this guy.
Okay, but the 36-year-old guy you're referring to is Huntelaar.
And what did he do today? He didn't do anything.
Actually, the last penalty we got...
Huntelaar is great when you're offensively great and you're overpowering a team. Huntelaar is not great if you have to run 20 meters to get to a goal. He has to be close to a goal, right? Dolberg can handle that more, and he has the physical strength to do that.
But what has Dolberg shown us this season in official games? What did he show already?
He only played 2 games, man.
But he wasn't good.
One game he wasn't good, and one game 30 minutes, and then he was out.
Okay. But there's a reason why Ten Hag is not choosing him now. There is a reason.
There is a reason because he doesn't score. But I don't think the only job of a number 9 at Ajax is to score a goal. Okay, it's to hold the ball and let the whole team come with you, right?
But let me say something. Would you prefer to play with Tadic at 9 or Dolberg at 9?
Tadic at 9.
So does it mean that you will use Dolberg as a pinch hitter?
I would use Dolberg as my second option for the striker position. Yeah.
Even though Huntelaar does it better?
I don't agree that he does it better. What, you mean he does it better against Emmen?
Every time Huntelaar... No, come on. Every time Huntelaar comes in... Every time Huntelaar comes in, he makes an impact on the game.
Okay, but he makes an impact in a low division, okay, in the Eredivisie. That's not the measurement you should have.
Are you being objective? Are you being objective?
Yeah, I am being objective because you're not going to get that kind of play when you play in the Champions League. You're going to play on your half. And you have to run a lot. Okay. And that's not the kind of play Huntelaar is going to get you.
This is an interesting discussion. This will also be in our description for today. Do you think that Dolberg should be our second striker behind Tadic, or as Papimento is suggesting, or do you think that we should stick to what Ten Hag is doing and putting Huntelaar on the bench and bringing him in the last 20 minutes of the game? So, moving on. I see you gave Tagliafico an 8. An 8?
No, a 9, sorry.
A 9.
Tagliafico and Martinez, man. Those South Americans, man. Really, I enjoyed every minute.
And if you would, because these are the highest grades I see, who would you nominate as the man of the match?
Martinez, because he played the full 90 minutes of just amazingness. He was top level. Even though Tagliafico scored with a header, being the smallest guy on the pitch, great, and he ran a lot. He gave a lot of energy. Martinez was from the start like beast.
Okay, so what can we conclude today? What's the conclusion?
There is a problem with Ajax. The balance is not there yet. They need to find the rhythm. I mean, you have to count yourself lucky that they had 3 penalties, but they're not creating as much as they should.
Okay. And do you think this is something of the midfield, or
I think it's a midfield, also a new defensive line, but the field looks bigger to me.
Exactly.
Right?
I agree.
It has to be more compact together. You don't see that.
Yeah. All right, guys. This is everything for today. Again, thank you for watching. Let us know what you thought about the game. Please let us know also what you think about the discussion about Huntelaar or Dolberg as a second striker. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time.